All right, I am back. So season 5, integration, sustainability, release, and surrender, brahmacharya, asteya. The next one is attachments and suffering. So as you know, in this whole concept, we've talked a lot about how yoga is a tool for us to utilize according to the 8 limbs, right? Which are pranayama, that's breath control, breath practice, life force energy. And then we have asanas, which is physical movement. We have meditation, dhyana, dharana. One is focus, one is letting go. These all play a role together, right? And then the yamas and the niyamas, which you've been going over. So yoga, one of the main concepts of that is connection, as well as finding relief from suffering through this connection. So we utilize these tools in order to be able to find that relief from suffering. Part of that is attachments. So if you think about the things that we're attached to, which is part of that control concept that humans can get, caught up in, it's attachment to the outcome. It's attachment to physical belongings. It's attachments to relationships, all of these things. So having attachments and trying to control things, however we go about it, that right there can lead to suffering. So I wanted to put that in there because if we can practice letting go, of our attachments, money, things that we do, hobbies, doesn't matter what it is, change happens. And so that's kind of a big one for me. I tend to get a little bit, stuck in a norm, right? Like normalcy, because everything goes really smooth, and I don't have to do a lot of work. And so if I've got, for example, my teachers are showing up and, they're doing their jobs and, I've got classes covered and I've got QuickBooks going on and I've got all these things, right? And it gets pretty self-sustaining, and then something goes haywire and then I'm like, ugh, right? So I get to practice letting go, and surrendering when it comes to these attachments and how things run and normalcy. So it's constantly an everyday thing when it comes to letting go of these attachments, because those in itself can cause suffering. And then last one, so for this one, I added a Dirga Pranayama, and this is one that I actually do in class here and there, not all the time, but I do it often in the beginning. And so this is, I guess you could call the wave breath, right? And so when you do this breath, make sure you can see me back here. But this is a pretty calming breath. And this is a great breath for, kind of stimulating your vagus nerve and working on that, because it works up and down your spine. So, let's turn that off. Okay. So how that works is when you breathe in, you want your low belly to inflate just a little bit, and then up into your diaphragm, and then up into your chest. So you'll rise, 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 pause at the top. And then when you exhale, you deflate your chest first, work your way down through your diaphragm, and then into your low belly. So it's like this, right? It goes up, and then it goes down. It goes up, and then it goes down. So think of like a wave up and down your front line right here on your chest, okay? So starting here, inflating all the way up, and then deflating all the way down. So that's a really good breath to practice. You can practice that and then check that off of your list. And then as far as season 5, everybody's rocking it. So that's all I have for you. Namaste.